Okay, I'm making this video right now because even though there's stuff that I should be doing right now, I just wanted to make a little video for myself for the future because I've just been doing that lately. So I'm just feeling some type of way. So I thought I could just talk it out with myself and, try to be calm about it. So I guess I should just start with saying that today's National Girlfriend Day. Today's National Girlfriend Day. And I have already just been feeling a type of way, unrelated to today. Just kind of feeling some big feelings, little inklings. But just now I saw a video, I saw a post from somebody that I went to school with, who ended up in a pretty serious relationship with somebody that I liked. And I was close with, both of those people or whatever. And it was, a long time ago. That's not what that's about. It's not about, whatever. It just, that one got me, because it's just, dang. Because it's, it's not, that should have been me. It really shouldn't. That is, the girl is my girl. I love her with all my heart. And he's cool, too, But, it just kind of got me. Because I was already kind of feeling a type of way. And then I saw that one. And I was just and I feel like it's frustrating for a couple of reasons. I feel like, first of all, I had to move a lot growing up, so I never really got to make a lasting impression on anybody or grow close to anybody. So a lot of the interests and non-interests that I had were very based on surface level aesthetics, looks, So I never really got to grow up and and grow close to people. It was very 2 years, 1 year, so that was frustrating. And then I just feel in the now, I have been dating a little bit. I've been talking to people, getting to know people. I've been on a couple dates with different people, and I've just been really trying not to settle and trying to find the right person, and not just being willing to have someone, which kind of is the hard part, because it's you like me and I could like you. There are some things about you that I could like, but in my heart knowing I don't want this though, because I'm looking at you as a project. I'm yeah, who I could make you into, who you could become, could be beautiful. But people aren't projects, and they don't deserve someone who's looking at them as a fixer upper when they don't see themselves as that. And I am not looking for a project, I'm looking for someone to grow beside. I'm trying to grow in myself. I'm trying to grow with people. And I think that even if they did become what I see as their potential, I'm going to be someone different by then. I'm going to need something different by the time that you get to where I'm at. I'm not even going to be there anymore, So I've been on a couple dates with people who've been, attractive and kind and whatever, and been interested in, seeing the good in that, but just known this is not truly what I want. So I've ended it pretty quick off the bat. But it's been hard. And I just feel today's been hard because I've been working on this place, already kind of mourning how I'm going to miss having this spot, because I have a lot of good memories up in here. And I really like living by myself. And just kind of feeling lost because of just feeling romantically alone. There's not someone out there for me. And it really just seems the people that I was single with are the people that were my people, in the sense of you happen to be single, I happen to be single, and we happen to be friends. That's not the case anymore for them. And it still is the case for me, And like that's okay, and it's not about them at all. It's just kind of like a like okay, like people are finding their people, and um I'm still looking for mine. um and obviously I'm not trying to like name drop here on like who has a person and who doesn't, because that's not the takeaway. The takeaway is not this person has someone and I don't. It's just that people are finding their people, and I'm still looking for mine. And it's not even necessarily that, oh, I don't think I'm gonna find anyone. It's just it would just be kind of nice to know that they're out there, and that I might like eventually find them, rather than just being like, I hope I will, and then the people that were single find their person, and then you don't want to talk to them about how you feel anymore, and then they're telling you like, like you've got a person, like God's picking someone out for you, like you just gotta wait. And that doesn't feel too good either, because it's like, you think that I don't know that? You think that I don't already tell myself that? Do you think that it makes me feel better? And it kind of feels condescending in a way, and it's not condescending, like I would want someone to tell, I would, feel the urge to tell someone that too, but I'm not necessarily looking for a consolation. I'm not like, I know the truth, but I'm talking about my feelings, like I know that there's someone out there for me. I know that, I'm 19 years old, and that I've got a long time to look, and not everybody finds their person right away, and not everyone who has a person right now, like that might not be their person, but I know that. But I'm talking about how I feel, I'm talking about how my heart feels. And so when I'm just trying to express emotions and people are telling me the facts, that makes it harder. So I've just been packing today, feeling a little bit like alone, and I've been applying to a lot of places for a job, and I don't have one right now. And that's really hard too, because then I'm stressed about money, and I'm stressed about just having a career, and people just thinking like I'm like a jobless bum. And I'd really like to have one of those, probably as much as I like to have somebody, and I don't have either one. So that leaves a lot of time by myself, a lot of time in my head. A really, really close friend just moved away from me, who I would consider to be family. And she's gone now. And then another friend that I thought could have been family, she's not family. And it's nothing, it's nothing she did, nothing I did. There's no beef. I just realized, like, I don't want to be close with you, And, yeah, my driver's license still isn't here. Somehow I spend money, even though I'm trying really, really hard not to, and I'm not making any, and, the account just goes down. I lost my debit card again. And I'm just packing this place up on myself, and, it's taking a while, and it's just hard to find some motivation. And, I kind of let today go by and worked really hard at the beginning, and then I don't really know where the rest went. And, yeah, people are asking me, like, do you have a job yet? Did this person respond? No, they didn't respond. Nobody's responding. So, and then, yeah. Yeah. And, there's somebody that I really like, and I have always liked since I moved here. And, this person does not like me back. This person sees me as a friend, and even then, not even like as the friend, like a friend, and was interested in one of our friends, who everyone happens to be interested in. And that's also hard, because, you get to have proximity with somebody who doesn't feel that way. And it's hard because you have to remind yourself, like, they're close to you platonically. This is, they see you, like, this is not what you think it means, because they don't feel that way about you. They feel that way about somebody else, and then you give them advice on how to deal with the fact that they feel that way about somebody else. And that just, it hurts a lot too, in a different way, because 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 you want to be in that situation and you want to be with them, and you think that you would do a really good job at treating them the way that you think that they deserve to be treated, and you think that you would be perfect for them if they give you a chance, but they're not interested. And so you're friends with them, and you just kind of be there when you can and try not to give too much, but you do give too much because you wish that you could give them more than what you're allowed to give them. And so I think that it's hard right now for a lot of reasons. And I think that dating around, if you will, like just going on dates, is actually harder than expected, because it's just kind of discouraging. It's kind of discouraging because you're trying to go about it the way that you're supposed to, but that's not what you want. Like, you're trying to do it, the way that you're supposed to, but those people aren't what you're looking for. And they aren't enough. And all you can think about is the person that is what you're looking for, but isn't interested. And then sometimes you think about somebody that you did have for a little while, and it was bad, but the person that they portrayed themselves to be would have been enough if that's who they really were. That would have been perfect. And so it's hard, because then you kind of think maybe they will be perfect this time. Maybe that is, maybe they could be perfect. But that's not who they are. That's who they portrayed themselves to be, but that's not who they are. And you know that. And you don't get a redo, but your mind likes to think that maybe that was perfect. And and it's a little bit difficult because I don't know, it feels particularly hard because it just feels like nothing's working out. It just feels like nothing's good, rather than just one thing not being good and then being able to take solace in the rest. It's hard because it feels like nothing is right for you. And it feels like maybe it'd be better if if you could just take a break from dealing with all of it for a little while, If you could just go away for a little while. And maybe So, like I was trying to say before I realized that I hit 14 minutes, um, you know, sometimes it would just be nice to go away for a little bit and just have a break. Just have a break. And, I went to Sedona, I went to Michigan, I went to Colorado, I went to New Mexico, and those problems were still there, So I guess what I mean when I say go away for a little bit is, geez, I can barely talk. It's so frustrating. It would just be nice to get out of my head for a little bit, It'd be nice to, just have it be quiet up there for a little while. That'd be really nice. If I could just, go to sleep for a little while and then wake up when things were, okay again. And it's just hard because it's like everything's wrong at the same time. So that's why it's hard, because there's not something to look to that's like, well, at least, at least I'm doing this right. At least I'm not this. At least, people like me over here. It's just like, there's just not really a win to look to. There's just a lot of areas that are the opposite of a win, And so I feel like the combination of the losses and the lack of gains and the loneliness and the just frustrations and anxieties just make a combo that's just very hard to handle all the time. And I feel like I've been trying to wait it out, but I feel like waiting it out is going as it's going, as you can see. So I just feel like it's frustrating because when you try your best, things are supposed to get better. When you try your best, things are supposed to get better, When you do right by other people, when you try to do right by yourself, when you try to do what you are supposed to do, and you try not to do what you're not supposed to do, things are supposed to be good for you. They're not supposed to be really, really hard. They're not. They're not supposed to be really, really hard. But they are. And so I feel like that's what's hard about it. That's what's hard about it. And it's hard because I feel like, it's not about other people, but other people do kind of just add a sting to it. I feel like other people who, aren't doing right by other people, or other people who aren't doing the right thing, or other people who, aren't even doing right by themselves, like other people who are doing everything wrong, don't seem to be struggling in every way. And that's not to say anything about, I think, you think that you're this, or you must think that you're all that. It's not. No, that's not what it is. It's just that, it's just hard to understand because,
I just feel like I'm trying. I feel like I'm trying really hard, and I just feel like it's just not working. And this isn't even one of those like, oh, like, and this is the part where I told myself to turn to God. Like I have been, you know, I have been trying to. And I made videos before where I started like this, and then I, stopped, fighting back tears, and the tears dried up, and I've been like, but you need to remember that you are this, and you are valued, and you are loved, and you know, you just need to wait, and you just need to trust, and you just need to have faith. And it's like, where is that getting me, though? Where is that taking me? What wheels does that have? What wheels does that, where, like, this, like, the tank is not empty, Like, you can talk to me about that when the tank is full. You can talk to me about that when it's at halfway. You can talk to me when it's at a quarter. And you can even tell me that when the gas light comes on. But the gas light's been on. It's been on for a minute. It's been on for a minute. And when the car stops going, it's hard to have faith that the car will keep running because it stopped going. It's no longer running, okay? And so it's hard because there's no point in communicating it to people that already have what you're looking for and are trying to give condolences and trying to tell you what you already know about. You just need to, because it's like I am. And obviously later, like, I'll be fine. It's gonna be fine. I'll be here. But it's just not easy, And like, I'm not saying it's supposed to be easy. I'm not saying that it's been easy. But it's just that I'm trying to do everything right. I'm trying to do things the right way and be right. And I just feel like it's just even harder. It's just harder. It's not easier. It's harder. That doesn't make any sense. And, yeah, it's not easier. It's harder. And I feel like when I was doing things wrong, I don't even want to go there because that's not true. It wasn't easier when I was doing things wrong, but it is harder when I'm trying to do things right and then everything goes wrong. That's hard. I'm not gonna lie to you. And it's just frustrating because, like, the dating pool. It's like trying to convince people that you have value, and then when you see it, you know that they have value, but they're not what you're looking for. And that's equally discouraging. It's like, that's hard too, because I would love to want to be with you because you want to be with me, but unfortunately, I know that I don't. And I know that I have been in situations where people haven't wanted to be with me and didn't tell me, and that's like that. I won't do something like that, and I don't know, it's just hard, having a hard time. I've just been trying to keep it pushing, create these videos, and the other ones have been motivational, but it's just a little bit difficult. It's a little bit difficult, and sometimes you just really want things to start going right, like you're ready for the comeback, and it just doesn't feel like it's coming. And you know, that's just how it is. It just doesn't feel like it's coming. And sometimes, you know, you just want to be held by somebody. Like, you just want someone to tell you that it's going to be okay. And that, you know, that you're doing a good job. And that, you know, you just want someone to hold you for a minute. So then you can just be little for a minute. And then you can be strong when you're done. But then you remember that, you know, your mom's in Colorado. You're in Arizona. And that, you know, your friends have their own issues, and that you're gonna have to be that person for yourself. Even though you just, you know, you might not feel like you have that capability. So I guess that, like, making the video that I'm making right now is me trying to be that person for myself, and trying to hear myself and be there for me. And I feel like even though I don't want to give myself advice right now, and I don't want to speak truth, and I don't want to whatever, because I've been praying, I've been trying to speak truth, and sometimes I just get tired. I do want to hear myself and, you know, validate that and listening. Because in a way, like, I am listening. Like, I've allowed myself to talk about this for 25, 26 minutes. And I feel like in a way that is validating, because I'm talking it out, and I'm, in that way, agreeing that it is hard. So, yeah. Yeah. I guess that's all.